first. I wasn't even sure, because I fell asleep, if I was even going to come on and go live. Because I was so discouraged after this morning. I tried to save it on the Wii U, and then the system crashed. The game was skipping because the disc was skipping, and like it became a whole big thing. And then I went back after my job interview, and the save file was gone, so I had to start it completely over. So I was like, all right, forget that, right? Apparently this is non-skippable. So I said, forget that. I hooked up my Switch 2. I'm like, we're just going to do the Nintendo Switch Online, Switch 2, like, yeah, it's the regular one, the 4x3, it's got the long Triforce Quest, whatever, let's just, I actually was thinking of skipping straight to Breath of the Wild and then coming back to Wind Waker because I was so discouraged. But I'm like, eh. I got through maybe like an hour and a half. And I remember what to do enough that it probably won't take me the full hour and a half to get back to where I was, so. What would be nice is if I could remember where I put my Switch Online GameCube controller. Yeah, I think I can get back there pretty quick. It'd be nice if this cutscene were skippable, but it's not. I spoke to somebody today that said they might have a really good opportunity for me. And I was told it would be very geographically expansive role. So my best guess being probably a lot of travel. But this is a company that is very well established and I think has very good benefits. And from what I recall, they give you a company car. So I wouldn't have to put all the miles on my lease. But yeah, I got early interviews in the morning. I got to bring the kids to daycare again. Which means not only getting up at 5 or 6, but getting out of the house and driving. So, depending on how tired I am will determine how far we go. To be honest, my goal is to get back to where I was at Forsaken Fortress. And then, I do intend to take a break from all the craziness and the job stuff tomorrow. So when I get home from dropping them off, my intent is to come online at 10 or 11 a.m. and just stream all day. It's going to rain tomorrow. At least I think is last time I checked the forecast. So I want to get a long day stream in tomorrow. So, anyway, that's my goal for tonight, is to get back to where I was and, if I go past that tonight, great. If not, you know, just setting the expectation. I will say ahead of time, if I get hired for the extensive travel role, I have a second Switch 2 dock and a secondary mobile capture card for my laptop. So Zeldathon will continue from the road if I'm traveling. Yeah, my laptop will come with me. The Switch 2 dock I have is small. It's very mobile. I have a capture card specifically for the road that I intended to use before my other job was like, hey, we're eliminating your role. So Zeldathon's going to continue whether I'm traveling or homebound. Which reminds me real quick, plug this into Amazon before I forget. Bap, 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 bap. I also keep forgetting to pull up the timer for some reason. Arr, 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 arr. I'm going to order another GameCube controller, and if I find it, then I'll return this one. Just while it's on my mind to do so. Bam, ba-dum, bam. Bam, ba-dum, bam. Check the security code and expiration date. Great. I remembered the wrong security code. This drives me nuts. I have Capital One's got virtual cards, which is great, but the virtual card and the number on the card are completely different. Like it's literally here twice. So it like I get confused between the physical card and the non-physical card, and then it's like, huh? Now it's gonna text me a code because it thinks I'm trying to steal from myself. Bep, 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 bep. Okay, 5. Okay, that's what it was. I inverted the numbers. That's all good. Now let's check the timer. We should be 1:15, 30, 43. 1:15, 30. Huh? Okay, I pulled up the window to edit the splits, and yet I can't find it. Not gonna update. Sorry. 1:15, 30, 43. Sorry about that. This seems like it's lagging again. I wonder if it's just the capture card. I'm gonna unplug it. I'm unplugging it from the monitor because I'm not using it anyway. I'm using the studio software. Like the sound's not delayed, so I wonder if it's just Switch Online being kind of crappy. I need to see if it's like my Switch itself is lagging. Which is the nice thing about NSO is I can use those restore points. What's up, Moon? I kind of feel like the Switch itself is lagging a little bit. This is definitely lagging. This is weird because it wasn't at first, and now all of a sudden it is when I went into the other programs, and then let's see if resetting the console helps. I mean, I can't catch a break with this stuff.
Oi! Mm.
How does it look for you guys? Because it feels like it's like skipping frames and lagging for me. Yeah, let's look this up real quick. Gato 4KS. Problematic USB. Oh, it says I could try lowering the resolution on the Switch to 1080. How is that gonna help? Okay, it says match TV power state. Okay, that's on. HDMI cable's short enough, that's fine. And then it says to reset it. So let's wait 60 seconds and see if it helps. Although I don't think you can actually turn off a switch. I think it's just usually sleep mode. Of course, I don't have the side connectors. Even if it's on the dock? Oh, okay, yeah. So, let's see. So power off, and then we'll wait 60 seconds. It's weird because I tested this last night and it was fine. Now all of a sudden it's lagging. Oh, it also says to try turning off the 120 hertz output. All right, so we can try that too. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, guys. I thought I had it running fine, and like the first minute I had control of Link, it was fine. But then when I clicked out into another thing on the computer, it crapped the bed. And I can't reset it without resetting the stream. So it's like, huh?
Oi!
No, it's definitely still doing it. Oh. Hold on. This could be it too. It says 5.1 doesn't work with any capture device. I don't know why that would affect visuals, but literally just trying everything. Alright, so let's try power cycling it now that we fixed that stuff. Otherwise, we're going to have to adjust the cables. Then it says to try and use the HDMI cable that came with the Switch 2. But, like, why would a less powerful HDMI cable work better? Although that might be the case, because Nintendo is a little finicky. If you don't use the power plug that came with it and you try to use the one from the Switch 1, it tells you go screw yourself. You can't do that. I have my work cut out for me tomorrow. That's how I feel right now. I'm literally spinning my wheels here. Christmas chickens aren't going to work. Yeah, we could also try 720 because it's not like a GameCube game was set up for high def. The system is lagging, like, immensely. $2? Oh my god. It's still doing it. You definitely got the speed rub jackpot. Honestly, I'm like 2 seconds from hooking up my GameCube to the capture card tomorrow. Alright, well, this is frustrating. Let's play Fruit for like 20 minutes. I mean, for $2, there's not going to be any teeth to begin with. Honestly, might even just come down to resetting my computer program more than anything. Yeah, this is driving me nuts. Let's try resetting the computer program. Wow, that did it. At least temporarily. Like I said, I clicked out into another window and then all of a sudden it was lagging something fierce. Maybe I designated too much power elsewhere on the computer to the program. I really don't know. Yeah, I all I did was reset the capture card studio that I was playing on. So it had nothing to do with the Switch this entire time. I changed all those settings for nothing. But that's good, because if it happens again, we know how to fix it now. Oh, see, like on GameCube instead of Wii U, the controls are inverted like they're supposed to be. On Wii U this morning, it wasn't inverted. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Ariel is anti-bird people. She said he was weird looking. So how we doing? Still looking okay for you guys? Is the camera feed in the way, or are we all good? You know what, Johnny? You know what? I'm gonna start referring to you like Ted does. What's going on there, Johnny? Well, I can't help you with Link being a sailor. That's beyond my control. In Link to the Past, he had an uncle. Ocarina of Time, he had a Saria. No, even in this game, he's got a grandma. Twilight Princess, he didn't live with anybody. Skyward Sword, I don't think he lived with anybody. Give me a sword, bitch. Bonk. Bonk. Keep thrusting, Link! Keep thrusting! Keep thrusting, Link! More! Keep it up! Keep it up, Link! Keep it up! That's what Blue Chew's for. What A? I didn't see an A. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Cottage cheese. What cottage cheese? Sorry, if anybody that wasn't here earlier and didn't see the intro, I apologize. I'm rushing through it because I got like an hour and a half into this game when my Wii U crashed and deleted my memory and save file. So I'm really just trying to get back there. Cottage, well, I mean, I guess cottage cheese makes you strong, right? Because it's got protein, doesn't it? Or is that Greek yogurt? By the way, Kelly, if you answered this earlier, I'm sorry, because I haven't checked the Discord. Which Zelda game was it that had a pet cemetery? No, what's the island secret? Clunk? What do you mean, Clunk? Oh, sick. FYI, I am okay with spoilers for Wind Waker in the sense of like tips and tricks. Because I've beaten the game before as a kid. I don't like advice and such on first playthroughs, but since I've beaten this in my lifetime, I'm okay with... just do like what Minus did and ask first. Oh, that's a movie and a book. Why do they spell cemetery like that? Am I showing my ignorance? Is that actually a word? And if so, what does it mean? Because I was thinking like dead people cemetery. That's a true story, by the way. I did get banned from the animal shelter. Oh, so because they're children and they can't spell, they spelled it the way it sounds. versus the way it's actually spelled. Is that it? So we went to pick up the kids from daycare today, and their mother has a very bad case of bronchitis. I think she caught the virus I had last week. Lost her voice and everything, but I don't think I had bronchitis, and if I did, I didn't get it as bad. But she felt a little better, so she came with me, and we walked in. We go to the back to get Louie first, and then to the other side to get Catherine. And we walk in, and Louie spots her and gets like super happy, you know, like biggest smiles, you know, claps, runs over, you know, with his arms out, like, oh my God, oh my God. And ran right past her and came to me. I'm just like, all right, bud, I'll pick you up. Completely dissed his mother and is like, nope, going to dad. Oh, is that true? Because she went to urgent care and they gave her antibiotics. Maybe that she's got some sort of infection that caused the coughing and then the bronchitis. We went to get Catherine, and she's sitting in the chair at the daycare, just bawling, crying her eyes out. She was good all day, the lady said, until nap time. And then after nap time, she woke up, horrible mood. She doesn't feel well. She's got the same cough and whatever. And she's just there with a crayon in her hand, like drawing and crying at the same time, like looking like this. Same thing, looks at her mom, spots me. I'm literally standing there holding Louie. She comes up to me. Up, up, up. I'm like, hey, there's 2 free arms right there. What do you want me to do? No, I had to hold both of them. Yeah, uppies. But she doesn't say uppies. They both just say up. But you know what the best part is? Do you want to know how they let me know that they want to play in the garage? Oh, I'm not surprised. An 8-year-old is still young enough to get jealous. Anytime they want to come play in the garage, well, Louis, first of all, he's almost 2. If he doesn't tell me what he wants, he grabs me by the finger or the back of the shirt, and he pulls, and he'll drag me to the door, and then he'll play with the handle. But Catherine and him, if they speak, they'll literally come up to me, Daddy, Daddy, balls, balls. And they'll just say balls over and over until I take them in the garage. So I have to ask, Catherine's funny with it. See, oh, you want to go play with the balls? Yeah, I play with balls. I'm like... Now you can see when I have the dog camera on, which I don't because the Switch setup is, you know, that's why my camera is smaller. They like to come out here and go in my golf simulator and play with the golf balls. But they can't say golf ball because then they'd be going golf ball, golf ball. They just say ball. So they're like, balls, balls, balls. But I love that. You want to play with the balls? Yeah, yeah, balls. Seriously, like, I feel like that little nub down there is linked in appropriate areas, and I don't think we should be seeing that. Like, Nintendo could have done a better job with that. Well, come on, who doesn't love to eat meat? Some of us like sausage and some of us like roast beef, but pretty much everybody likes to eat meat. I shouldn't have said that. My apologies. Honestly, as annoying as it is, if I have to X out of the Elgato studio, maybe for you it's peaches. With what I'm working with, it's roast beef, trust me. Oh, I'm doing TMI again. If I have to reset Elgato Studio once every 10 to 15 minutes to keep it running smooth, I can live with that. At least for tonight. That is the first 2020, yes. Team Sausages scored 20 and allowed 20. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get the shield while I was in the house. So. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Serious question. You said peaches, not roast beef. Is that what the kids were talking about in high school when they would talk about peach pie? Did you just like unlock some key knowledge from my childhood that I had no idea existed? No, I like seriously, I want to know. Did I just learn something? That explains so much. I didn't flip the controller. What are you talking about? I had no idea. What was the song Bowser sang in the Mario movie? Peaches, 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 peaches. You think that's what he was singing about? Nintendo throwing a little inappropriate joke in there? You know, it's funny, I will say, as ill-equipped as I may be to be like a full-time stay-at-home parent, and trust me, I am. I honestly, Kelly, I don't know how you did it. I don't have the patience. I love those little bastards to death, but I cannot be a full-time stay-at-home dad. Not to toddlers, anyway. When they're old enough to actually speak and tell me what they need, yeah, I can do it then, but I cannot do toddlers full-time. I get, you know, I do my time with them, I do weekends, I take them out, I hang with them, I play with them, whatever, but like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But anyway, point being, some of the stuff that freaking toddlers come out with before they really know how to talk, it's like, oh my god, it just cracks me up. Down in your plums? What do you mean? I like plums. Plums are tasty. What is that rock face on the island there? Dude, this girl is such a bitch. Oops. That's the thing, they're so adorable, and my daughter, she's gonna be 3, and she's growing up so fast. I can't believe she's already almost 3. Like, alright, so that's the funny thing, like, if they were twins, I can absolutely do it at this point, because she's almost 3, and she's very independent at this point, like, she tells me what she wants, even though it's broken English. It's like once they're past 3, 4 years old, I can do it, but I could not do 24/7 with 2 toddlers or 2 children under the age of 2. Like, it's just, I can't. And a big part of why I had issues, which is why you guys see there's a bed in my garage here. I don't sleep in it anymore, but I did. Was that she couldn't handle doing it 24/7 either. But she wanted to do it 24/7, and she couldn't handle doing it 24/7. So there was so much extra stuff I had to do around the house. I'm like, I'm already working solely financially responsible, helping out every time I can, cooking dinners, doing laundry. Like, I don't know what else you want me to do. It caused so much stress that we're literally on the cusp of divorce. She loves her trains. Literally the whole turnaround where things started to get better was when she went back to work and they went into daycare, and that's when things started to get better. And it was just like, there was such a disconnect between us because she wanted to be the 24/7 stay-at-home mom, but clearly couldn't handle it, and like wouldn't admit she couldn't handle it. So there was so much like stress and resentment between us. Listen, it's not for everybody, right? I mean, there's no shame in having to go to work. That's what daycares are for. I mean, those people have to make a living too. Yeah, see, Waylon, I like... That's the other thing. It's like, I know I'm not equipped to be a full-time stay-at-home parent. And again, not to get too, like, in-depth with you guys, and I apologize if I am, but the other part of the problem that was hurting my marriage was not being on the road as much. I was home a lot this year, and from the start of our marriage, I either worked at a dealership from 8 in the morning till 10 at night, sometimes later, or I was on the road in a hotel 2-3 nights a week, so we were apart a lot. So then all of a sudden I'm home every day and she's a stay-at-home mom, and if I'm working from home, like getting upset, why can't you come in and watch the kids for an hour or two so I can rest because I'm tired, and like because I'm working, and if I get a phone call, you know, obviously there's a lot to blame on me as much as there was on her, but that was a big part of what caused it. Is like being off the road put us together so much more than we had been that it was like it just wasn't working. But I don't know. The second she went back to work, it was like a switch flipped for me where I'm like, okay, this works. So I don't know. That looks like the MFP subathon sofa. So you know what the most messed up thing is? Earlier when the Wii U started to lag, it might not actually have been the disc. It might have just been resetting the capture card studio. But either way, the system crashed, so it wouldn't have mattered. But in any event, like, I feel bad. I keep, you know, sometimes once I get started, I just keep going and I ramble. I'm sorry for dumping my things on you guys. But to be perfectly honest, it's just tough, you know? Like, I'm not a social person. I don't go out. I don't keep friends. I don't talk to anybody, so, like, sometimes it's easier just to dump everything on you guys. Seriously, Link sounds like he's taking a giant dump in that barrel. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, he retired from the military. All of a sudden, he's home all the time. And it's like, okay, this is not working. I can't be around you 24 hours a day. I know that. I don't know. I guess part of it, too, is like, I saw the other day, went down to the farm the other day, that she left. She had a notebook she was writing stuff down in the kids' bedroom, or in, not the kids' bedroom, in our
Minus
bedroom.
Games asked me who in chat has the highest power level. Well, if we're talking about power levels from the chat, it looks like Ancient Slayer 7 is slaying the competition. Those stats they're pulling off are pretty impressive. Throwing 10 touchdowns and scoring 11 goals, I score style. I'll take it. Crow mine then need that. Nah,
You broke Sam Jackson.
Potatoes. Keep your eyes on that one. This me and that
Potatoes?
the boss.
What? Yeah, I like... So, the thing that bothered me is I saw the notebook she left out. You know, writing down thoughts. Because her therapist told her to write everything down. Just as an exercise. And I don't know if she meant for me to see it or not, but like you literally left it sitting wide open in the bedroom. It's not hard to spot. And it mentioned that I said I was going to stream, you know, while I was looking for jobs and whatever. Oh, I absolutely read them. Because it was literally sitting on my... Whatchamacallit? My nightstand? It was just an open notebook on my nightstand. So I'm like, what is this? Well, it just mentioned that, you know, maybe I would see being unemployed that streaming is not, you know, a good revenue source or whatever. And I'm like, you know, you could have just told me that. It's not like I said I was going to do this as my full-time job. I said I was going to stream more while I was unemployed to hang out with people online and maybe make a little bit of money. Like, that kind of pissed me off. It's like, if you don't have any faith in it, that's okay, but like, just have the balls to tell me. You know, don't write it down and then leave the notebook on my nightstand for me to see it. Because otherwise I wouldn't have seen it. Like, you could leave your iPad sitting completely on your side or on the nightstand or in the bathroom, and I wouldn't glance twice at it. But if something's sitting on my nightstand, I presumed that it was like a shopping list or something I was meant to see. Yeah, see, like, as annoying as that is, if I have to do that once every 15 minutes, then whatever. By all means, if you know what's going on, then please fill me in, because I am completely clueless. A female perspective would be very helpful in this case. This is the hard piece I got earlier. Admittedly, I probably... Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I will say it was my fault, admittedly, in the sense that at the time I had just started transitioning back to the bedroom. So I was sleeping half the nights in the garage on this bed and half the nights in the bedroom. So maybe she thought I wasn't coming to bed that night. I don't know. After I read what I read, I put it down because I wasn't really interested in reading any further. It felt like a violation of privacy. Look at this thing clapping its ass cheeks. It's got some big ass cheeks for a pig enemy. Oh my god, did you see his teeth there? Oh man. I don't know. Guys, I think I had way too much coffee today. The only time I tend to get open enough to go to confession is if I've had way too much caffeine in the day. Well, like, I'm okay with her being honest about her feelings. I just wish she would have told me. Seven Hail Marys? What? That's the thing, like, I don't care how hard something is to hear. Just say it to my face. Like, how am I supposed to know you want me to change or fix something if you don't open your damn mouth, you know? No you are not. You're the foot picture dude. Which I might actually be considering. Yeah, no, listen, I'm with you on that. It's just... We just had our 8th wedding anniversary, and she's never once told me something that was bothering her. She has no problem telling other people, but she won't tell me. Like, everything I'm saying to you guys tonight, I've already said to her like 6 times over. Like, I won't say anything to you guys, I won't tell her directly. And like, the answer has always been, well, I'm afraid you're gonna be mad or you won't like what I have to say. Well, no shit, I'm not gonna like what you have to say. Like... If you're taking a shot at me, I'm not going to like it, but you need to say it to me. Like, I need to hear this from you. If you only ever said things that I want to hear or things that I like to hear, then that's not a solid relationship. That's just a lie. You know what I mean? Like... I do this shit for a living. I'm in sales for a living. I tell people things they don't want to hear all the time. If I was afraid to tell somebody something they didn't want to hear, I wouldn't have a job. And I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but a relationship is a lot like being in sales, right? It's all about communication. It's one long transaction and negotiation. One extended bargaining session. Like, all of that. Anything that applies to sales applies to a marriage. You have to negotiate, you have to communicate, you have to compromise. Now, granted, I go a little overboard sometimes. She wanted to redo the floors in the living room and the kitchen because the hardwood floors needed to be refinished or replaced. So I told her about 8 months ago we could replace them, but it had to count as her anniversary gift. Kind of shitty, I'll admit. But in my defense, we could have gone another 5 years before we did anything with those floors. It's not like there was holes in them making them unwalkable. And you're talking like $6,000–7,000 here. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Now, again, like, that's something for the house, right? I could see where somebody might say it's really shitty of me to say that's your anniversary present. But this is what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, bargaining and negotiating in a relationship. She said okay. She was okay with that. She got the floor she wanted. I got to count it as an anniversary gift. Right, so I came in down there. But yeah, I mean, that's $6,000-7,000. It's not pocket change over there, you know what I mean? We did vinyl planks. We didn't even do hardwood, but vinyl plank is expensive. What's up, Doc? Thank you! Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said I was counting it for that. Okay, yeah, I also counted it as a birthday gift, but when you divide it in two, that's $4,000!
Yep. Yep.
No, we did vinyl plank. Vinyl laminate plank. Link, grab it. Oh, that's the wrong button. No, Doc, this is, I played this as a kid. I haven't played it in years, but, I have played it before, so I do have somewhat of a remembrance. But also, I played an hour and a half this morning on the Wii U HD version before the game crashed, and now I'm starting over on NSO, so. The thing is, and I've said it before on here, so I don't mind saying it again, I wouldn't mind all this stuff if I did get to lay that pipe more than, like, twice a year, 3 times a year. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! I don't have my sword yet. Are you talking about the blue chew type of hardwood? I don't know, like I said, I'm on like my 7th cup of coffee in the last half an hour because I fell asleep before I started stream, so I'm like definitely hyperactive and divulging way too much information, but that's what happens when I have too much caffeine. You know, I gotta say, I don't like Mountain Dew. Diet Pepsi is actually the only soda I like. I can tolerate Diet Coke if I don't have a Diet Pepsi available, but I don't like Mountain Dew.
Yep.
I've never had Baja Blast, actually. Dude, I finally broke down and bought her a wedding ring earlier this week. I wasn't going to, but I decided to keep the peace and buy her one.
Yep.
Caffeine was messing me up for a little while because of my anxiety problems, but once I got on the proper anxiety medication, I was fine. See, now I don't like regular Pepsi, and I don't like regular Coke. I only like Diet. The regular is too sweet for me. I love coffee. I won't do energy drinks, though. I don't do Red Bull or any of that. Now, to finish that story, when I say I bought her a wedding ring, I don't mean to say she didn't have one before. Okay, because she did. But in the midst of all the craziness that was happening, I don't know if it was a fit of defiance or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I don't know. I am okay with Diet Pepsi, and if I have to, Diet Coke, but that's it. I don't like anything else. She gave me all her rings, whatever. I gave them back to her when I transitioned back to the bedroom, but somewhere in there the wedding ring went missing, which she says I lost it. I didn't lose it. Maybe the cat knocked it off the counter. I don't know. But the funny thing is, JCPenney, the jewelry department, was having like a major Black Friday sale. And I was able to get a wedding band for like $200, which is a lot of money for me considering I'm unemployed at the moment. But the retail price tag was like $1,800. So I'm like, fuck yeah, that's a deal, right? The problem is, I did store pickup. They didn't take the tags off. Now, granted, I thought it was a problem. Turns out it's not, because the tag did not say $200. The tag said $1,800. So when I gave it to her and I didn't know the tag was on there, it looked like I bought an $1,800 ring. I only paid $200 for it. It's like, oh shit. So I keep hitting B on the Switch Pro controller thinking it's A. I didn't even remotely inspect it. I didn't even look at it. I picked it up from JCPenney and I gave it to her that night. Oh, I remembered her ring size. And by remembered, I mean Googled it. Yeah, no, I had no idea what the hell her ring size was. I Googled estimated ring size for a woman of X height and X weight. And they said generally you will be between this size and this size. Well, I went with the bigger one, figuring it could be sized down, figuring it's probably the right size. It was in stock. I bought it, and bam, it fits. I don't know. Yeah, this was whatever type of gold is actually like silver. Yeah, she liked it. I gotta thank you. Not the kind I was hoping for, but I gotta thank you. No, it was actual diamond. It wasn't cubic zirconia. Her original wedding ring and engagement ring, which she still has, Came from a family friend of ours who's a jeweler. So he not only does the work himself and personalizes and customizes everything, but he gives us a good discount. I did this one from JCPenney because it happened to be on sale. Yeah, I gotta thank you. Hey, at least I got that. Wait, well, this is where I left off this movie. I don't give a shit if it's spliced. I'm not speedrunning. The log cabin kitchen renovation? Is that your way of saying that's how you want to redo your kitchen? Oh my god, speaking of videos, I wanted to kill her earlier. Not literally, but I wanted to... I wanted to just... I was driving home and she was watching something on TikTok or some video and she's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then, like, she tries to show it to me. Like, she'll turn the phone to show it to me. I'm like, I'm driving! Stop trying to put the phone in my face. Don't tell me to look at something when I'm driving. I'm driving the car! That is such a major pet peeve of mine. Even if it's a picture. Do not ask me to look at a picture of something when I'm driving the car. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox, but like, when you said the video, that brought that up. Well, yeah, obviously I'm okay with that because I don't have to look at anything when that's happening. I just look at the road. If I look at the phone, my eyes are being taken off the road. With what you're talking about, her eyes are being taken off the road. But since I'm the one driving, that doesn't matter. Anyway. Hey, you were shown in the cutscene. What the fuck do you want?
Vi komma från pepparkakeland och vägen vi vandrat tillsammans hand i hand. Så bruna vi är och alla tre, korinter till ögon och hattarna på sned.
I don't know. And this little shit pig is following me around too. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Tre gubbar från pepparkakeland. Till julen vi komma hand i hand. Men tomten och bocken vi lämna till vår spis. Det ville inte resa från vår pepparkakegris.
Oh, I get the boat sail, okay. You've made a very good purchase today. Oh, I remember this guy! This is Mr. Splish. Splish. Splish.
Vi sitter under fällen och snön omkring oss syr. Och inte för tillfällen i färden hemåt styr. Bjällerklang, hör det stinglig dag. Flingor det virvlar om i munter vintersång.
So I will say, I remember from being a kid that I did really like this game. I didn't like the graphics, but I liked the game. Splish. 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 Kaboom! Nintendo sanctioned cheating. It's Nintendo sanctioned, so it's okay. Yeah, it's basically Minesweeper, yeah. Hooray! Ooh, heart piece. Ooh, and a treasure chart. Splash. Splash. Kaboom! Can I stab him? Hey, you. Fuck why? Feel the wrath of Charlie. Bitch! How you like me now? He probably doesn't, considering I tried to stab him in the face. All right, boat. I got your damn sail. I'd prefer not to do any magic dances. 3 kids is all I can handle. All right, well, we made it back to where we were, which is where I wanted to end tonight. And I do plan on doing at least 4 to 5 hours during the day tomorrow. So I'm going to call it here. Like I said, I got to take the kids to daycare in the morning. I got some early interview calls in the morning. But like 10, 11 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to go live and we're going to be on for about 4 or 5 hours. So let's call it where we're ahead. We made up the time. I'm tired. So I'm just going to go to bed. Honestly, it's all the caffeine. It's wearing off. I'm like 10 minutes from just absolutely crashing. You ever have that feeling you have so much caffeine, like you know the crash is coming? You can feel it coming, you know it's like 10, 20 minutes away. Yeah, I mean, basically same thing, right? Oh.
It's like I can touch you!
Oh, that is unfortunate. I was literally punching in the command to raid Pope Squidward, and he just raided in here. That's a coincidence. Bam. What's up, sir? I was literally punching in the command to raid you, and you raided me. Obligated to go another hour? Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe not an hour, but I'm definitely obligated to continue. How'd you end up making out over there tonight? I gotta set my fantasy lineup. I need a quarterback because Baker Mayfield's questionable and the other guy's on a bye week. I literally only need to pick him up because he's questionable. Because if Mayfield doesn't play, I have to have a backup. hell is this? Oh,
Cucumba. 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 Cucumba.
Yeah, normally there's an insane amount of Pope's trees. Why aren't they wearing pants and shirts? Like, they're not swimming or anything. Okay. Yeah, hold on, Mr. Bone. I'm adding a couple quarterbacks to my roster. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dylan. Appreciate that. Okay, Sunday. Sunday. Alright, nobody's playing Thursday, so I got a couple days to decide. Great Dragon Value. Alright. I was going to try, but I'm falling asleep on my computer, so I do need to call it a night. So, in return, let's go check out our good friend Thunderful, who's also a good friend of Mr. Squidward. Night, everybody. Day stream tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Have a good night.
2 whole damage for that.